Hey y'all, what's up y'all? It's your girl Key, and I am back with another episode of Key's Korner. And today we have the CEO of Self Love, Self Heal, Miss what you want me to call you?
You call me Ace.
Ace. We calling her Ace today. She go by many names.
Right.
It's okay. She go by so many names. It's all right. So we have Miss Ace today. She's gonna fill us in on who she is, what she does, and how it is that we connected. And yeah, can you tell us more about who you are, what you do, and what started you on your journey of self-love, self-heal?
Okay, well, since all the cameras and stuff is on me. Okay, y'all, I'm your girl Sequasi from Self Love, Self Heal. I'm the owner and the original of Self Love, Self Heal. I started Self Love, Self Heal. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Okay, so I started Self Love, Self Heal on a mission of loving myself, to heal myself, and to know more about others. It's definitely been a journey, and it still is a journey, a day by day journey at that, because as I grow, as I go, I get to meet people on my journey that are growing, and that's how I met Ascension Av, her and Yaya. So I'm very thankful to be a part and be here today. Self-love, self-heal is an empowerment. It started with just women, but now it's empowerment for men and women, because it's a lot of balance of being able to master our masculine and also our feminine. So having that in our lives, that really shows us a lot about ourselves, and it shows us a lot about others. When we love ourselves, we heal ourselves, and of course I'm healing while healing. So I'll pass it back to Keith.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, as you say, balancing out the masculine and feminine polarities of who we are. We all have masculine and feminine polarities in all of us, men and women. So as you're doing the work of healing yourself, we help heal other people as well. We're all just reflections, you know what I'm saying? So again, y'all know I started my journey around like 14 or 15, and it's been a real experience of healing, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it is that we're both here to do and both highlight, is that if you are on a healing journey or on a spiritual path, or you even want to get started on a spiritual path, start with yourself.
That's right.
Start with yourself and start with who you are. Start with what it is that you think you know. Eliminate all that you think you know, because you're going to have to start over anyway. It's a humbling experience, you know what I'm saying? So to just be in a space surrounded by other people that are on the same journey of self-love, self-heal, you know, it's good to be around like-minded individuals to help highlight what needs healing, you know what I'm saying? To highlight the triggers that we have, to highlight the insecurities that we may have, to highlight whatever issues or insecurities or trauma that we may be facing. That's why we surround ourselves with other individuals that are on this path, because we help heal one another. Yes. So can you tell us some of the ways that you've helped heal yourself? What are some of the methods that you use to help get in tune with your masculine and feminine?
Okay, so I will always tell anybody when starting on any healing journey, write. If you're not a writer, become a writer. You know, write letters to yourself. Definitely write things that you may dislike or that you do like about yourself, but find those things and write to yourself. Write letters always to yourself. I will always tell anybody that writing is so important, because words are spells. So being able to put it on paper, and even if you don't go back and read it back to yourself, that's fine. You can burn it. But still being able to write it down and get those emotions out. We have to be able to put them on paper and also be able to notice them, because it's a lot of times we lock those things off or we shut that door, but not knowing when it comes to healing path, you have to go back and open all the doors that have been shut off in the past life, in this future life, and also in this present life. So we definitely have to be on the path of healing and go back to write to yourself. I ground myself a lot. That's another one of the techniques I will always use. Ground yourself, because it definitely starts from the root of us, you know? So being able to ground yourself on things that we go through and we grow through, because honestly, if you ask me, I don't feel like we go through anything. I feel like we grow through everything. So definitely being able to ground yourself in the midst of it all, in the midst of the people that you're with, just be able to ground yourself and stay grounded.
For sure.
Definitely.
That's perfect. And even as you said, writing it down, and even if you have to burn it, that's one of the ways that you can release that energy of whatever it is negatively that you may be holding on to.
That's right.
That's one of the ways that you can help release it back into the universe to to let it go. So write it down, whether it's 2 pages, 3 pages, 1 page, three sentences. It don't matter how long it is. Write it down, burn it, and leave it alone. You can even write it down and flush it down the toilet if you want to.
That's right.
It really don't matter how you let go of it, as long as you let go. You know what I'm saying? And let go and allow yourself to be open to healing and open to releasing, so that you can move forward on your journey. So another thing that I wanted to address is do you do some of the meditations that you do, or just pretty much how is it that you work with your clients on your journey?
Okay, so with me working with my clients, I make sure I meditate first, because I have to be balanced to help balance them. I can't be unbalanced if I'm going to try to help balance somebody else. Right. So with my clients, I meditate daily. That is something that I choose to do. If it's not 5 in the morning, it's 6 in the morning. But I definitely try to make it like 5:55, alarm go off, hey, I'm there to meditate. But definitely being able to meditate. Meditation takes you into your own world that nobody else can see but you. It's like your vision that nobody can see but you. So meditation is so important when it comes to working with others, you know, because you know that they have a different world inside of them, but it's definitely up to you to know the world that's inside of you. And you can't lead somebody where you haven't been. So definitely being able to tell, hey, go see your clients, tell them, go meditate. I want you to go meditate. Even when working with some of my clients, I would definitely tell them all the time, if we have sessions that's a 30-minute session, I say, hey, we're going to be quiet for 20 minutes out of the session, because I just want you to hear what's the person inside of you saying, because the person inside of you is important. So don't push it away. We'll sit on that phone for 30 minutes. In 20 minutes, we're not saying nothing. Right. In the last 10 minutes, they're like, okay, I'm ready to talk. Right. Like, what have yourself told you? So I feel like that's important to hear the inner person that's inside of you, and also the kid that's inside of you. It's an inner child that's in you. That's where anxiety comes from. That's where a lot of things that people, depression, all that, because it's, guess what, that little child may have anxiety because you are a 40, a 30-year-old, you're a 50-year-old, but you still had a child that's shaking because it's not happy, it's sad, and it wants attention, and it wants to be heard. And a lot of people don't hear their inner child.
That is true.
So
that is true, and the inner child work is definitely necessary. I like to say that a lot of the times, these adults, if we haven't healed what hurt us as children, we tend to carry that same trauma over into our adulthood. And a lot of adults are just hurt little kids. And so to address that, we have to go back to the trauma that we dealt with as children, to the insecurities or the anger issues, or to the lie or the lives that people put onto us as children of who we are going to be. All these things that was addressed to us as children. That's right. If we no longer want to carry that, we have to address that as adults, because that's the only way that we can heal, is if we heal our inner child. Even if you do have children, your kids are a reflection of your inner child as well. And as you work with your children, you're healing your inner child by working with your kids. That's right. And your kids are only going to do what they see you do. So if you want to be a healed individual and manifest a new life for yourself, and live a more fulfilling life, live a more desirable life that doesn't come with trauma or doesn't come with insecurities or fears and things like that, you have to start with you first, and then your kids will follow. You know what I'm saying? You're the foundation for your children, so you have to set it in stone for you first before your kids can follow after you. So even as you do the work for yourself, your kids will reflect that work that you've done on yourself. That's right. So make sure that if you're doing the work, or even if you want to get started, start with you first. You know what I'm saying? As she said, write down all these things that you deal with in a journal. Get you as many journals as you possibly need. One for your dreams. If you don't research your dreams and research what's going on in your subconscious mind, that's very necessary as well, because spirit talks to us in dreams. That's right. And spirit sends us messages as well. And so dream researching, you know what I'm saying? Research your dreams, research the symbolism of your dreams, whether that's a car that you've seen in your dream, whether that's a building or a person that you've seen in your dream, a lock, a jewelry, whatever it is that you've seen in your dream. Write it down and research that, because it means something. Right. And so as you go through this healing process, you begin to see everything else around you reflect that healing that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's right. The universe, and like Yaya says, there's nothing going on the inside that isn't going on the outside. So everything that's on the outside of you is a reflection of what's going on internally. So as we address things that happen within us, it shows up on the outside of us. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts in the mind or in the spiritual first and manifests in the physical. So as we do the mental healing, mental healing. Really? As we do the mental healing, you know what I'm saying, it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? So we just flowing through, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had some questions or something down, because it's so many questions that I get that people are asking, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to keep this going. We want to keep y'all in tune with what it is that we're doing here. So yeah.
It's a lot. It's definitely. We flowing tonight. We flowing like the water tonight. No questions. Y'all see no papers on this.
None of that.
We are flowing literally like the water, like, and can't be stopped like the water. The water goes through it. Really. So we're literally flowing tonight, and that's so important to just flow. You know, follow the spirit that's inside of you. Follow the God that's inside of you.
Yes.
I studied the mind a lot of years. Studied the mind so many years to find out how the mind works. Yes. How people, why are people the way they are. So I could understand myself, because everybody that I meet are reflections of me, correct? So as I studied the mind, I had to go back to the heart, because everybody knows when birth starts, it starts from the heart. When the doctors them say that there's a baby, they go from the heart. If that heart stops beating, there's no baby. So I had to go back to the heart, and the heart is the art. And you having to go back and find the beauty in everything that your heart have been through. And your heart have been through so much, and the little person that's inside of you has been through so much. And it's like an art piece. Sometimes it might be all over the place, and sometimes it might be just perfect. But guess who only can read that art piece? It's you. So it takes you for everything. So definitely take our time to believe in you. You know, love you. I definitely say that to my clients that's going to be watching, because I will send this video out. I want to definitely say, you know, this path, I can't promise you that it will be easy, but it will be worth it. It will definitely be worth it.
It's not easy, but it'll be worth it, because once you get to that other side of healing, and even as you go through it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna grieve. You're gonna grieve with the experience that you've left. You're gonna grieve the lifestyle that you left behind, because those shape us into who we are as well. But as you move through this, it's not easy, and it's this path is not easy. But if you want to heal, if you want to grow, and you want to learn to love yourself more, learn to love other people better. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to treat people better. Learn how to communicate with people better. Communication is everything, but comprehension is even more. So as you go through it, you begin to learn more and more about what your soul is, who your soul is, and who you really are, and really your purpose down here on earth. You know what I'm saying? We get to really find out, what are we called here to do? You know what I'm saying? So as we go through this, we're just highlighting our own experiences and sharing that with you guys, so that you guys can highlight your own experiences as well. Because we're all in this together. We're all down here together. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So it's like,
for the time being.
So if we in this together, you know what I'm saying? We gotta learn how to love one another. We gotta learn how to cherish one another. I was just telling her today, I just found out one of my childhood friends passed away today, and that hurt my heart. And I know people die every day, y'all, and that's one of the reasons why we have to cherish the time that we have here with one another, because this is not, we've been here plenty of times, if y'all know. Like, this is not your, this is not our first YOLO. This is not your, you only live once. No, you live multiple times. Okay, and you die multiple times as well. When you go through trauma, you lose a piece of your soul. You know what I'm saying? That's the aspect of yourself that is dead now. You know what I'm saying? So even as you go through, you're shedding old skin. Like they say, you can't put old wine into new wine skin.
That's right.
You cannot do that. You cannot mix the two. It doesn't work. You have to shed that aspect of yourself and grow into something new. Just like a snake sheds their skin to have new skin. You have to do that with yourself as well. We're all reflections. Even the animals that surround us, we're all reflections. Nature is all reflections of who we are. You know what I'm saying? So we go through these seasons of change. Just like the weather goes through changes, and the seasons go through changes.
And the moon go through change.
The cycles of the moon. All of these things, we're constantly changing. We're constantly growing and expanding. So as we do that, you know what I'm saying, we have to know how to know that other people are changing and growing as well. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not, then that's just their path. You know what I'm saying? But if you're here with us and you seeing us, hopefully you're healing. Hopefully you're growing. Hopefully you're doing something with yourself to make yourself a better person. We all go through good times and bad times, and it's really no good or bad. It's just perception. You know what I'm saying? Highlighting what it is that you need to work on for yourself, as even for myself. Like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So I can't expect somebody else that I'm communicating with to be perfect. Perfection isn't real. You know what I'm saying? We're raw. We're divine beings. We're gods in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So we're learning how to be human down here. We're learning how to process emotions. We're learning how to think for ourselves. We're learning how to grieve. We're learning how to do all these things. So we cannot expect another person that is in front of us to be perfect. So get that out your mind. You know what I'm saying? Get that out your mind of what you expect things to be. Expectations don't exist in my world. They don't exist. We can't expect anything. You know, we just gotta flow with the universe. We gotta flow.
We have to flow. So, and I definitely agree with it. I totally, because you know, even when it comes to these social media relationships, nothing is perfect. It's all authentic, you know, and nobody's goal should be your goal. You should always be your own goal. Your relationship should be your own goal, you know? So definitely being able to flow as we go and grow as we go takes us everywhere, you know? Because I work on being my authentic self, and the people that I attract around me, if they not authentic when they meet me, when you meet me and we become associates, friends, whatever you want to call it, clients, whatever, guess what I'm going to push you to do? To be your authentic self. Because I want you to see yourself if you've never seen yourself. Not the person that your parents see, not the person that your family see, not the person that your relationship see. I'm talking about the person that you see. The person that you can wake up happy daily and say, hey, I love me. And I'm not gonna lie to you, every day is not gonna be a great day. But guess what? Every day is a day to be grateful for. So long as you have that in your heart, you gotta have gratitude for everything. I don't care what happens in your life. You gotta be, it's something in it. Anything. When it comes to death with me, and I have experienced those experiences a lot. But when it comes to death with me, you have to be thankful, you know, because it's teaching you something. It's reaching you something. You know, it's reaching you places that you haven't been reached for. Like, I tell Yaya all the time, Yaya is a teacher. And I tell Yaya, hey, I'm not a teacher, I'm a reacher, because I reach people and he's a teacher. And I respect teachers because my grandmother is a teacher. Irene Lacey, thank you, we're all divine. But I definitely say that being able to notice those things, you know, and not being able to say, hey, being able to identify who you are, because it's so much in us. It's so much in there, but you have to go do the work to find out. Shadow work is so important.
It's so important.
Oh my gosh, shadow work is so important. Because guess what? Your shadows will keep showing up all over the place.
In people, and actions, and
actions, and
everything that happened around you is going to show up.
It's going to show up. You keep meeting this person. You're like, why do I keep meeting this person? Because guess what? It's something that you need to work on.
Or you meet that same spirit in different people.
There you go.
So it's going to keep showing up like, I feel like I met you before, or I feel like I've done this before.
That's right.
You have.
That's
why I keep showing up, because you haven't done the healing. Or you didn't learn the lesson the first time.
You didn't learn the lesson the first time.
So now we got to do it again. It's just like being in school. If you don't pass the test in school, you're going to have to take it again.
That's right.
You have to take it again. You got to take the class over again. And that's just life. Life is school. Life, I like to say, is God's school. Because you learn it as you're down here. We are gods and goddesses, or divine beings, or whatever you are. We're in school. This is school right now. You know what I'm saying? So as we go through these things, we have to learn. Did I learn the lesson?
Did I learn the lesson?
Did I master that
class? That is so true.
Did I master that lesson?
That's right.
And if not, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be critical on yourself. I'm very critical on myself. And so I've had to learn how to not be as critical and just accept myself for the faults that I've had and gone through, and learn how to work with those faults to turn those weaknesses into strengths. And I read something the other day where it says, failure is just an opportunity of success. Failure doesn't even exist.
It doesn't even exist.
That's just an opportunity to succeed.
That's right.
So as we continue to grow, we're going to hit these roadblocks. We're going to hit obstacles. And it's just perceived obstacles, levels of growth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so you have to accept that about yourself, and just continue to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself through the whole experience of self-love, self-heal. You got to learn how to love yourself through it.
You have to.
Because if you don't love yourself, how can we expect other people to love
us? That's
you know?
right.
And it's just what it is. You got to, the way we want people to treat us, we got to treat ourselves like that first. You know what I'm saying? And then those people will come along and love us the way that we choose to be loved, or that we want to be loved. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true.
So that's what I want to say, y'all. It's just like, just love yourself.
Honestly, and I just want to go back on what Key said, because I caught it when she was saying school. You know, this is the school of life, you know? And when I talk about school, for a person that homeschooled their daughter the whole way, never been to a public school, I'm thankful. And it's not easy. So the parents is out there like, wow, you know, she's 7 now. Never been to a public school. Nobody's never taught my daughter outside of me and my grandmother in the village. So for me to say that, I hate when teachers in schools say, what do you want to be? That's a trigger for me. Because it's not what do you want to be, it's who was you born to be. Because before you was born, your path was already picked for you.
Right.
It's up to you to go fall in the shoes and to get into the shoes that was picked for you. You know, because our path was paid for us way before us. Yep. So it's not who you want to be, it's who is you born to be. And I'm big on telling my daughter that, like, my daughter says she want to be an engineer. Baby, go be an engineer. You know, if that's your path, go choose your path. I'm not gonna sit there. I don't care what she decides to be in life. I'm gonna stand behind it, because if that's something that's inside of you that needs to come out, I can't crush your dreams. And a lot of parents, even with my clients that I know that will listen to this video, I tell them always, do not crush your kids' dreams. Regardless how small it seems to you, it's big to them. Yeah. It's big to them. So let them get over that season, because that season is for a reason. If not, they'll be 50, 60, 70 years old saying, wishing that they would have went into their reason in this chapter and their purpose in this life. For what reason, you know? So definitely being able to understand that, and sometimes it's overstand that, but being able to recognize. And when you recognize your kids, you recognize yourself, you know, because the Most High basically put our kids here to teach us. They teach us in so many. Kids are not put here just to be kids. Kids are put here to teach us so many things about ourselves. And also, they play with the little kid that's inside of us. They can touch the little kid when we sometimes can't. Yeah. They will literally talk to the little kid when sometimes exactly. They will literally, like, they know it's a child in you. Yeah. So it's all about you being able to heal that child so that child can play with your kids. So definitely being able to notice that. And I'm so thankful for Yaya and Key inviting me to the show. This has been amazing. Like I said, we flow as we go, and we grow as we go. Yes. You know, we don't go through anything. We grow through everything. There we go. Just sitting there talking to Key, being in Yaya presence, you know, of all the God statues that's around us. Y'all can't see them, but they are around us. They literally protect us. From, like my grandma say, from all hurt, harm, and
danger. We got Lakshmi right here. We got Ganesha right here.
You know I
we got Lakshmi and Ganesha right here with us. You know what I'm saying?
So you know it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just being in the present, because the life is a present. And regardless if people know it or not, life is a present. People be wondering, well, when am I going to get a present from you? You already got a present, because you are the present. Mm-hmm. So remain present.
You can take you say that, because I have eternal now.
You see what I'm saying? Literally, like being able to be inside of the present. Be thankful for your past, and also be grateful for your future. But make sure that you live in the present moment that where we at. And I will always say, and I just posted this on my Facebook, I said, timing is everything. It's yours, but it may not be your time. So you really have to take heed on that it's yours, but it may not be your time for it. Because if you had it, what would you do with it? Right. Would you know how to handle it, or would you mishandle it? So being able to notice that it's yours, but it's not your time. That's so important. Don't rush the process. Don't do it.
And I want to read, as she said, be in the present, being here now. So I have the card out right now. It's called Eternal Now, basically being in the space right now. So I'm going to read that to y'all right quick. So it says, Eternal Now, within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean that you have to do so. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. It says that you have thoughts that have become trapped in your pain of the past. Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish your power and you have to create with the heart's desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or the future. It happens in the now, by choices that you make in each moment. Even now, in reading this message, you are choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the eternal now, stimulating the law of attraction into action. As you relax in this moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift.
That's right.
To accept the gift in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present, to have enough stillness of mind to recognize it. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you. The form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way that it comes shall be perfect too. It is being orchestrated by divine timing right now. It will assist you to take the next step on your soul journey successfully. Your gift might be a piece of guidance and inner knowing that changes your outlook permanently. It might help you truly know in your heart that you are divine destiny is already unfolding, and your spiritual success is inevitable. It is not a question of if, only a matter of when. Your gift might be an amazing opportunity that comes out of the blue. It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding life path. It could be a new relationship or new connection with the community. It might be a life-changing teaching, a deep healing dream, or an actual object. Spirit is unlimited in its willingness and ability to give to you. You need to only be open to receive, and you do so by bringing yourself back to the present moment. Stillness of the mind and inner peace are only possible when you are present in the eternal now.
That's right.
This is where you find what you are seeking. So let the past be done. Allow the future to take care of itself. Center your awareness in this moment. You are safe. You are breathing gently now. You are here where you belong at exactly the right time. All things serve the greater good and nothing is wrong. You are doing a fantastic job all in this process. In this moment, there is peace and comfort in the now. Relax, trust, and be nourished. If you have been worrying about the past or the future, this oracle comes with guidance to let it be. All is working out just as it's meant to be. Even things that you don't quite understand or find hard to accept. In time, you will know that the perfection of all that is happening in your life, you will feel so lucky, blessed, and grateful, and truly loved. For now, however, it is enough to just be here and breathe.
That's right.
Ashe. So be here now, y'all.
Be here now. The present matters, you know. And if anybody know what matter means, matter is everything, you know. Matter is everything. If you go into matter, the word matter, I wonder why when people say you matter, why it means something.
Right.
Because matter is
a substance.
It's everything. So being able to matter, you know, and be present in your journey and be present in other people's journey is so important. But you can't lead if you don't know who you are.
Right.
You have to know who you are. It's so important to know who you are. You know, to just take a look inside of you, because
take some time to look at you.
It's so many reflections around you. It's so many shadows. And don't lock. People call them skeletons, but I call them my friends. Don't lock those friends that may not be you don't want to be your friends no more. Don't lock them up in a closet, because it's so important to let them out, to allow them to play, because at one point in your life you needed them.
Yep.
You literally needed them. So it's just like if somebody locked you in a closet after they needed you, how would you feel?
Right.
So don't lock your skeletons up. Don't lock whatever you feel that will harm you. They're not here to harm you. They actually here to help you, and allow them to help you. But you have to allow it. You have to have it in your heart to allow it.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
You know, that's so important.
Most definitely. And it's just really addressing, like I said, it's what's in the past is in the past, and what's in the future is in the future. So learning how to be here now, being in this space now, and just taking heed of everything that you may be feeling in this present moment. And as you learn how to be here now, you begin to plan out the future, because the past, present, and future is all right now.
That's right.
So learning how to be here now is very necessary in the healing experience, in the healing journey. And like I said, we even do healing experience events. So if you really just want to be in that space of other like-minded individuals that are healing, we even have events to where we hold space for other people that want to come and join this space with us. It's a big event that we do, and we do tarot readings, we do consultations. You can get you some crystals going on.
You can get you some oils from Ascension now.
You can get some oils, some candles,
you can get all that. You know what I'm saying? That'll put you in the now.
That'll put you in the now. You can get you some books. You can get you some statues if you want to, because the statues are just reflections of us as well. The lessons that we've gone through. These statues they have lessons tied to them. Once you research these, Ganesha, Lakshmi, whoever you may be dealing with, look at those lessons that those guys and goddesses went through and tie them into yourself, because we've all gone through these same experiences. It's the same storyline, different cast members.
Different.
It's like as we all go through these same journeys and these same experiences, or like-minded experiences, or like experiences, if I'm saying that correctly. Being able to mold yourself from those experiences and shape yourself from those experiences because they make us who we are. You know what I'm saying?
They're all a part of the journey.
It's all a part of the journey.
They're all a part of the journey.
And the journey is just as important as the destination. You know what I'm saying? So take time on that journey and you'll get to where it is that you're supposed to be. You'll get there in divine timing, as the chorus says. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens in divine timing.
In divine time.
You can't rush the process.
You cannot.
You cannot rush the process. No matter what you do, you can't rush it.
That you cannot.
Because it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to be. It's going to turn out the way Spirit wants it to be. So you got to humble yourself in this experience and just learn how to be here now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all just it's baby steps. Take your steps. Take it a day at a time. It's no rush. What somebody else's path and where they at on your path, it's not your path. You know what I'm saying? We're all individual beings learning how to walk our own path and learning how to walk our own journey so that we can help and show these reflections for one another. You know what I'm saying? We are all in this together. You know what I'm saying? And if we're here to help heal, then we have to know that we've healed ourselves in these aspects as well. And that's why we can show up to help other people.
That's right.
So no ego involved, but once you've done the work and you got past the lesson, you don't go back to the same lesson.
You don't.
Once you pass the test, you
don't take the same test again.
You don't. You know? You're done. So you can move on to the next level. You can go to the next grade. You can do the next stair step, whatever you want to call it, and just humble yourself in that experience. It's a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely.
You gonna cry. You gonna scream. You gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? But it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. So it's love. Learn how to love yourself in this experience as well, because if you're critical, you're hard on yourself, and you condemning yourself for these things, you're not healing. You're just canceling yourself out.
That's right. You're just covering over. You know?
And that's it.
And guess what? As long as you cover yourself over and put a cover over it, they always come back. You know, it's so important to be able to face whatever you're going through. I think that's part of my journey of being able to face things. I face things that a lot of people, I feel like, are scared to face. You know, and that's why I'm so able to relate to my clients, because it's past this. They have traveled that I can already say, hey, I already been there, and I know you can get through it. As long as you have somebody that's on your side, like Yaya and you, as you know what I'm saying, teachers, to be able to say, hey, I've been there, I can get through it. That can relate to your path, because it helped you so much knowing that you're not going to die in that path. You're going to make it, but you got to be able to. Now, parts of you may die. I can never take that away. You know, parts of you may die, but they may need to die for you to be able to live. Because, you know, it's so important to honestly know who we are and take carriage of who we are. I saw this post a long time ago. I don't know if I'm going to recite it well or not, but it was saying that our ancestors had the strength, but maybe didn't have the courage. And they didn't have the resources that we had.
Right.
And we have now. And it's like we don't have the courage or the strength that they had. You know, much as they worked to get us free, look at us now. So it's definitely being able to take on to what we have now and work with it. There's so much out here for us. Don't tell me.
And even those ancestors, a lot of the times you have to, even with your parents, you know what I'm saying? The parents only did as best as they could what they knew.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They had the tools that they had the information that they had, and they did the best that they could. So you don't feel like your parents were the best role model for you. Forgive yourself and your parents for doing what they had to do to get you to where you needed to be, or where you ended up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's journey is different. Some people didn't grow up in a 2-family household. Some people only grew up with one parent. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Forgive your parent for even allowing you to be in that space without the other parent. Like, it is what it is, but let that experience shape you into who you are as well, because it's still beauty in everything.
It's beauty.
It's beauty in everything.
Beauty
you just
in
have
everything.
to find it within yourself and to know how to accept that beauty. And when you do, the perspective changes. You know what I'm saying?
It
you
changes.
to see things differently.
It changed so much.
The work is necessary to change your mind, to change the way that you view things. You know what I'm saying? And then learn how to accept. I have acceptance out as well. So to learn how to accept these things and these parts of yourself and be in tune with who you are, so that you can be in tune with the universe and nature and God, or whoever you want to call it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
It's learning how to move through all of these things. Honestly. Shape yourself.
That's
right.
right.
It's like you're molding yourself like clay. we're literally molded.
We mold. That's
things,
right.
You know,
that's right.
So
that is so true. And being able to, you know, I can definitely say I stand up as a person with my hands up, both hands up, to say that I probably didn't forgive my parents until I became a parent. You know, and me, young as I am, I was a child with a child, and it kind of, you know, when I was younger, for me to say, when people used to say, you know, you're a child with a child, you're like, oh, no, I got. But honestly, for me to be able to say that I was a child with a child, and me being a child with a child, it helped me grow. It helped me become who I am.
Right.
And that part is not easy. You know, I tell anybody, I say, hey, I was 16 and pregnant, 17 with a child. And at 17, you don't know, this is just a little human being that you got to take care of. But being able to take care of that, and you being able to heal yourself because you know you want better for your child. Like I tell my daughter all the time, she was like, I look up to you. I was like, no, I look up to you. You're my role model. You know, I see something in you that I don't always see in me, and I can't take that from you, because it took a lot for me to forgive my parents on the journeys that we've been through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful that I did, because it didn't do nothing but open more doors for me. Because like I said, I couldn't forgive my parents until I became a parent. To honestly feel and heal the situations that y'all dealing with, the things that y'all went through, I'm currently going through. You know, I'm growing through it. And as I'm growing through it, it's like, hey, now I can see, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't pick our journeys. Our journeys pick us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when our journeys pick us, we really have to be able to understand why that journey picked us, because it was for us. Yeah. That journey was paved for us way before us. Yeah. So being able to notice that and take into that, and be able to look at your kids as role models, because they can teach you so much. You know what I'm saying? It's so much in your kids that you have to bring out, but it takes the healed little kid in you to bring it out, or you're gonna end up hurting your kids in the long run. You know, so it's so important to basically take out time to love yourself, to heal yourself. I tell my grandma said, I just love you the way you speak. She was like, at the age I'm at, if I had the wisdom that you had when I was your age, she was like, you know how much stuff I would have dodged. And I was just like, Granny, you couldn't dodge. It was meant for you, because you had to break generational curses for us. Literally, exactly. You had to break generational curses for us. So you had to grow through everything you went through to actually heal generational curses for us. The spiral, I got it on the wall. The spiral means so much to me because it's number 9. You know what they say about number 9? It's being able to go through the spiral. And you're going to have glitches. You're going to have things that stop you. But you got to come back through it again to see if you got that same glitch. See if you have healed that part of you. Yeah. And being able to heal that part of you. Are you willing to heal that part of you? And it's not going to be easy. It's going to hurt a little. Sometimes it hurt more than a womb hurted at first. But you have to be willing to heal that part of you, so you can go through the spiral and it won't keep catching you, you know. And
it's okay to feel how you feel. You know, your emotions are valid. You deserve to feel how you feel, but you can't let those emotions control who you are.
That's
what you do. So learning how to move. I'm a very emotional person, y'all. I cry almost like every day. Like, I kid you not, because I have to let it out, you know. But actually learning what to do about it is where you begin to pave a new path for yourself. Learning what to do is number one, because you have to do something about it. No matter how you feel, you have to do something about it. You got to get up and go to work so you can pay bills and take care of your kids. That's something that you have to do. You got to drink water to stay nourished. You got to do all that. You got to brush your teeth so your breath smell good. You have to do all these things to get the outcome, the desired outcome that you want. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, you have to do something about it, regardless of how you feel. You got to do something about it. So what are you going to do? If you don't know what to do, it's okay to communicate with other individuals for them to help you, give you insight, give you clarity, so now you can make the best decision or the conscious decision for yourself on what to do about things that you're dealing with. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone. You're never alone. You have other people there with you. You have spirit guides with you. You got angels with you. You have other like-minded individuals around you, but you got to do the work first so they can show up in your life. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with you. No matter what, it starts with you. So you have to be number 1 on your list. You got to be number 1 on your list. And if you're not, you got to choose you. You got to choose you daily. Even on days that you don't feel like you should choose you, you have to choose you. Regardless of how you feel, because we all have emotions. You know, emotions run deep.
but just not letting our emotions control us. Now, emotions are valid. Just like us being here is valid. We have to be able to control our emotions, because we can run off our emotions. Our emotions will ruin our whole life.
Yes.
But being able to be able to control them and let them out.
Yes.
A lot of people hold them in a little box and it makes them go crazy.
Really? You're going to explode. You're going to explode.
You're going to explode. So you have to let your, like he just said, be crying is the number one key for this.
It's cleansing.
And I tell all my clients that I say cry. I say cry. Let it out. I say, I promise you're going to feel so much better. It's like when it rains. The clouds get so heavy. My baby was just like, Mama. She was like, Mama, when it rains, you know what the clouds are doing? I was like, what? She was like, they crying.
I used to say the same thing.
I'm like, Mom, I was just driving. She's like, yeah, Mom, you know they getting a chance to cry right now. They're gonna stop crying a little bit.
Yeah,
like, huh?
That's so true.
That's so true. And I always use that. And it's like, even with myself, being able to cry and let it out. I think that's always been an important tip to me. I tell my clients the same thing. Cry and let it out. You're gonna feel so much better. Write it out. Walk it out.
There you go.
Talk it out. I don't care if you talk to yourself. Yourself is so important. Let it out. Let it out. You can burn it. Sometimes my letter is in the water because I want it to float to, different parts of the ocean and different parts of the lake. So I definitely allow it to come out so I can feel it. I can't heal it if I can't feel it.
Right.
I can't feel it if I don't deal with it.
You gotta address the issue.
You have to address the issue of what makes it important. So just being able to be there and be present with it.
Be there with yourself. Be there with your inner child. Be there with everything. And just sit with it if you have to sometimes. Sit with it, think about it, meditate on it.
That's right.
Pray on it. Do whatever you do to address the issue or address what blockage you may be having. You have to do something about it. So sit with it, and then you'll gain the clarity that you need along the way. You'll gain the outcome and the information that you need.
That's right.
What I'm saying? So as long as you're on that journey to really understanding who you are and what you got to do about yourself and where you want to be, everything will come to you.
Everything.
It'll come to you.
Everything. My granny's favorite words are, we are all divine. And I use this so much. I be like, if something don't happen at the time it's supposed to, I'm like, it's not divine.
It's not in time yet.
I build my whole life brick by brick. Don't nobody build my house for me. I build my house for me, And it's like my whole life is built because I put a brick there. Even if I didn't put a brick for 2 weeks, I put a brick there. I put a brick there. I put a brick there. And I'm building the solid foundation I want to be able to walk on, that I want to be around, the energy that I want to carry. So it's so important for you to let it out and you build the house. It's important for you to have a house, but make sure that you build the house.
Yeah.
Regardless,
and it starts with you.
It starts with you. Regardless if it's a mental house, a spiritual house, whatever house, build it. Regardless of whatever religion that you believe in. Most of my clients is not on the same free spirit that I'm on. But guess what? I'm able to work with them because I want you to understand that regardless of whatever religion you will pick, you still got a house that needs to be built, and it's inside of you. So make sure that you're able to build it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's so true.
That's true. That is very true. So I don't know what time we at, but we gonna get ready to close this thing out.
That's right.
So again, y'all, please keep up with our videos. I'm sure Kwasi will be on another video with us soon, and we're gonna keep y'all in tune. If y'all have any questions or anything that y'all would like to talk about specifically on the show, y'all can email us at ascensionav@yahoo.com, or you can text us, or you can find us on social media at ascensionav on Instagram, Facebook, Shreveport Live on Instagram and Facebook. You can also find this video on Shreveport Live on YouTube, and we will put all of our social information in the links. Where can we find your information?
Okay, so you will definitely find mine on Facebook, Instagram. You'll find it on www.selfloveselfheal.com. You can find it on my website. I work with also TikTok. I'm just becoming a TikToker, so it's new to me. But being able to find me, you can definitely write me. I don't care what time of night it is. I try to reach back out to talk to you. My consultation is free. I'm networking with Key and also Yaya. You know, we definitely networking on this life coach. Yes. And Yaya is a teacher. Key is a life coach, you know, and we are definitely on a journey to help others. We know how far our journey has taken us. Yes. So we definitely trying to take others to another level. A level that you never been reached before. Like I said, I'm not a teacher, but I'm definitely a reacher. Yep. So make sure
you gonna feel us.
You gonna feel us.
You
gonna feel us. Cause we're gonna reach you in places you never been reached before.
That's the thing. You gonna feel me, homie.
That's right.
You gonna feel me,
and you gonna know us.
Love, you know what I'm saying?
And you will never forget us when you
exactly.
You never forget us.
That is true. So we will post all of our information in the links. And again, if y'all have questions, please email us. Send them to the show. We will talk about the questions on the show. Even her clients, if y'all have questions that y'all want to speak about on the show for us to address, or anything that you guys are currently dealing with that y'all want us to address or highlight, wherever. We even have books and stuff to give y'all information as well. You can find everything on our website at ascensionav.com. Our services, our products, our tools that we have. We will be doing pop-up shops very soon, so you can also find us if you're local. You can find us in the area to sign up for consultations and services that we offer. You can even come and buy products from us or on our website.
That's right. And remember that Ascension have oils, they have candles, they have sage. Yep. They have bath work.
We have baths, yes. So
they have bath work.
We do aura cleansing.
So
we do all that. So
definitely.
We also have new merchandise coming in very soon as well. So y'all stay tuned for the new merchandise dropping very soon. We will actually be posting when we get the new merchandise. So whatever it is that y'all need, and if y'all want something specifically, we can get that for you as well.
Just request it.
Just request it and we'll get it for you.
Because we here to help and heal.
Exactly.
So we here to help and
we in this together. So this is us. Yaya, he over there, but we in this together.
We're all in this together.
Okay, so we want to help y'all as much as we possibly can, as we've helped ourselves and continue to help ourselves.
That's right.
It's going to show up in you guys as well. So reach out to us, communicate with us what y'all want us to do next, or want us to talk about next. And like I said, we're pretty much free flowing. We address anything that we may be dealing with within the week or within the last month, year, whatever, and we just put it out there for y'all to take heed to. Not only are we going through things, but everybody else around us are going through things, but we're in this together and we're here to heal together and we're here to address these things together. This is a hub for healing. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a journey. So like I said, we're all in this together and we just want to help you guys as we've helped ourselves.
That's right.
As we continue to go do this work. We are not perfect. We make mistakes and everything too. So we're holding ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we hold each other accountable as well to do this work because it's necessary. And if we want to love, if we want to love other people, we got to start with ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It starts with you first. And people people will only do what you allow them to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you stop allowing people to treat you like shit on the bottom of your shoe, they gonna stop treating you like that. You gonna put some respect on my name.
That's it. That's it. And remember, we all healing while healing.
There we go. We healing while healing. It's love. We love you guys, and we thank y'all for tuning in. Again, I'm Kiera. Y'all can just call me Key from Key's Korner. We have Kwasi.
And I am too, Kwasi from Self Love, Self Heal. And we're here today, and we're out. I love all of y'all.
Peace, y'all. It's love.
It's love and peace. I